everyone, it's Meg. Welcome to a new reading vlog. Today's reading vlog is a first for me in this channel, and I have decided to do a what I read in a week, or like how much I read in a week video, like a very realistic one. I've seen quite a few people do these vlogs, they look really fun, and I specifically am doing this because, as I have mentioned a few times on this channel, I am not the fastest reader. I'm lucky if I read like more than 2, maybe 3 books a month, because I'd love to do monthly TBRs, but that's just never going to work for me. I do not read that fast, unfortunately. So I just want to do realistically what or how much I read in a week as a slower reader, because obviously with the booktube and kind of just the book community in general, there are loads of people who read loads and I envy them so much. I really wish I could read faster or find the time to read more, but that's just not something that I have, and I'm just naturally, like I said, not a fast reader. So like I said, I just want to kind of put this video out there for those of you who may sometimes feel a bit pressured to read more. You absolutely do not have to, and like I said, this is going to be very realistic of what I read in a week. So yeah, that's why I wanted to make this video, and I guess I should share with you guys what I'm currently reading. So I have currently got 3 books at the moment that I'm reading. I have a fiction, I have an audiobook, and I also have a poetry collection. So the fiction book that I'm currently reading is Bellies by Nicola Dinnan, and I literally only started this the other day. I am on chapter 3, which is page 31, so I am not very far in, and this book isn't actually very long. However, the text, I don't know how well you can see this, but the text is tiny, it's so small, so it's probably taking me twice as long to read a chapter compared to what I would usually read, basically. So I think this is just over 300 pages. It is 321 pages, this book, so it's not very long at all, but like I said, it will take me a little bit longer to read, like I said, because the text is so small. So I'll read you the blurb on the back for this book so then you get a better idea of what it is about. It begins as your typical boy meets boy. Tom and Ming meet on a night out at university and fall hard for each other. It's not long before they are planning a future and building a life. Then Ming announces her intention to transition. As Tom and Ming both face shifts in their relationship and confront the vastly different shapes their lives have taken, they must both ask if it is worth losing a part of themselves, or each other, to become the people they want to be. I think this book sounds absolutely fantastic, and like I said, I'm not very far into it at all, but I am enjoying it and I have enjoyed what I've read so far. So obviously I will share with you guys like how much I read of this throughout this vlog, and also kind of my thoughts on this book as well. Then I have an audiobook which is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. This is a book I've had on my TBR for ages, and a while, maybe not ages. It's a book I have been intrigued by for ages because obviously so many people love it. But I'm not the fastest at reading audiobooks either, just because I never have many opportunities to listen to them. So again, we're going to see how we go, but I think from what I gather I am on around page 90, so I'm not very far in, and this is a long book as well. I think it's like over 400 pages. Yeah, it's like 478 pages, so obviously not going to finish it throughout this vlog. So yeah, I don't know how much of this I will actually listen to in this vlog, but obviously, like I said, we will see how it goes. And I am enjoying this so far. I find the narrator slightly depressing. I don't know if that's just me. I feel like I'm very picky with audiobooks and the narrators, because sometimes I find the tone, like the voice actors like voice or the tone that they use doesn't always suit the book. So yeah, I am enjoying it though. It's alright, so I'm intrigued to see where it goes, and also kind of learning more about the characters and all that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And then the last book I have that I'm currently reading is a poetry collection, which is The Air Year by Caroline Bird. And I am like halfway through this, I think. Yeah, about halfway through. And I read loads of this in like one go. Again, I kind of go through phases of reading poetry. But spring is upon us, even though it has gone a bit colder and greyer right now, and wetter as well. But yeah, I still like spring to be a time, especially for poetry. So I don't know, I haven't picked this up in at least a week, but I am just mentioning it at the beginning of this vlog, in case I do read any. So these are the books that I am going to be reading throughout this vlog, or at least reading part of, because I'm definitely not going to finish any of them within a week. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to do a little clip for each day, whether I speak to you or not, and kind of show you my page count. So I was originally going to start this vlog yesterday, which is Monday. It's Tuesday today. However, I think I'm going to do this vlog Tuesday to Tuesday, and then I can get this video up for the week that I finish filming it. So yeah, I think that is my plan. So we're gonna, like I said, see how it goes. So yeah, like I said, I think I am planning hopefully to do like a daily like page count for each day that I read. So I haven't read anything today, but I am going to read a bit of Belly's now, because I've just got home from work, so I'm going to read a bit of this now and then hopefully read it kind of a bit later. I do plan to have a bath, so I do like to read when I have a bath. So yeah, I think that is my plan for this, and then like I said, we'll see where we get to with the other books. Depends on like time and what I'm doing and all that sort of thing. So welcome to this vlog. I really hope you enjoy it. So I'm going to go and read some of Belly's now, and then I will probably update you guys like tomorrow or in the next couple of days, and obviously, like I said, include my like page count of how much I read throughout the vlog. So it is Friday, and I think it is time for me to give you a reading update. So I am currently on chapter 7, which is page 87. So we're not too far in, and I was going to do like daily, like little like word counts on the montage, but I haven't done a montagey moment for all the days that I haven't filmed. So I have written what is in the front of here of how much I've read, and this is a rough estimate because I know what I read yesterday. I can't exactly remember how much I read the day before, so this is probably like, some of it is probably slightly more accurate than others. However, let me just share with you what I have currently read. So on Tuesday I read 18 pages. Wednesday I read 4 pages. I might have read a little bit more than that, but I've got 4 down at the moment. And then yesterday I read 16 pages, and I haven't read anything else so far. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this book though. I really enjoy the characters. I really like Tom and Ming and like their relationship. We're at a point now where they are graduating university, so I'm intrigued to see what happens. And yeah, like I said, I really like both of them, and Ming also has OCD, and it is similar, the things that trigger his OCD are similar to things that I deal with my anxiety. Obviously OCD and anxiety is slightly different, but yeah, they are kind of, I do feel and understand Ming when it comes to his mental health. So yeah, that's nice to have kind of like a character I can somewhat relate to. The writing in here is really stunning. I guess the writing in this is similar to Sunburn. I can't remember what the author's name is for Sunburn, but the book Sunburn, I feel like it is very similar to this, and I guess the storyline is sort of similar in the fact that they're both like queer coming of age stories. But yeah, the writing is really beautiful, like the descriptions. I wasn't sure if I was going to annotate this, but I think I'm going to start like tabbing some bits, and then if I really like them I'll go back and like underline them and all that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I am obviously probably reading it a little bit slower because like I said in my last clip, the font is smaller, so that's probably why I've not read quite as much, but at the same time it always depends on how much time I have to read during my week and my days. So on Tuesday I had a bath on Tuesday, so I did get to read quite a bit. Sometimes I like to read before work, but that's only if I get a chance, and that's very rare because I'm awful at getting up these days. And I also like reading after work and before bed, so I'm going to read after we finish this clip now. But yeah, like I said, I'm really enjoying this, and I haven't read either of my other books, like my poetry collection or my audiobook. I might listen to my audiobook tonight because I have some cake orders to do, so that is a possibility for me to do that. And like I said, I'm going to do some more reading. And I realised that reading this book is more important now than ever, after the news about trans women. So yeah, that's obviously, it's very sad and heartbreaking news, and I just want to say that I hope that everybody, regardless of your gender, your sexuality, your ethnicity, I hope that everybody feels safe. This is a safe space for you, for everybody. So yeah, yes, my heart goes out to all the trans women in the UK right now. But like I said, this is a very prominent and important book to especially read during this time in the UK right now, and I guess the rest of the world. But I am really enjoying this book, and like I said, I'm not going to finish it during this vlog, but I am really enjoying my time reading it. I feel like it's a book I can just sink into, and I am really adoring it. So like I said, I got home from work, and I have also got a cake order to do tonight. I have 2 cake orders that are both due tomorrow, so I will try and get some clips of those, because if you guys don't know, baking is part of my job, and I do like a few odd cake orders for just people I know personally. So yeah, that'd be nice to do, even though I don't really like baking after work at home. But it'll still be fun because it's like a little bit more creative. So I'm gonna go and do some reading now and chill and drink my tea. I'm going to get changed and just chill, like I said, before I go and do some baking and decorate these cakes. So it's actually the next day, and I got a Fairy Loot parcel. I've just come home from work and I've got a Fairy Loot parcel, and I thought I would unbox it because this is quite exciting. So in a vlog towards the end of last year, I got a unboxing where I did of a special edition of Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones, and they are doing the rest of the series for that. This isn't it. However, they have, I think they must be going on like a Studio Ghibli little streak for Ghibli films that are based on the books, basically. So this is Kiki's Delivery Service, this special edition, and I pre-ordered this last year, and it's just arrived, so I just thought I'd unbox it because it'd be really fun. So I love Kiki's Delivery Service as a Ghibli film, but I've never read the book, so this would obviously encourage me to read it. So yeah, let's open it up and see what it looks like. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Oh my god, yay. Okay, so this is the front cover. How beautiful is that? And then the spine, and there's the back as well. We also have some sprayed edges. We've got Kiki at the top with Gigi. I think Gigi's, yeah, obviously Gigi's there. But yeah, on the top. And then under the dust jacket we just have some like beautiful like cloud end papers. Or not under the dust jacket, like, you know, under in the end pages. Unfortunately with this one there's no reverse dust jacket. However, it has beautiful hardback, so it's like similar to the front cover, but it's at night. Let me open it up actually. It's got golden shimmeriness on it. Look how beautiful that is. Can we just take a moment? Oh my god. And it looks like it has illustrations as well. I'm presuming that might have been the case in the original book. But there are illustrations throughout the book, which is super cute. This is just absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to read it. Maybe I can do a vlog where I read this and also watch the film as well and kind of like compare them both. Let me know if you guys would like that. Put it in the comments below if you'd like me to do that video and I will absolutely do it. But this is so stunning. I am so happy with this. It's just, yeah. Fairy Loot always deliver on their special editions. I will tell you that for nothing. So yeah, very, very happy to have this. And like I said, I will read it and maybe do a reading vlog if you guys would like that. And I can add this. I'll have to, I don't know where I'm going to put this. I'd love to display it. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to find out because I don't have a lot of room. But yeah, this is so, so beautiful. I am like so happy with this. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So I just wanted to do that unboxing. I just thought that would be quite stunning. And I'll just give you a page count for how much I read yesterday of Bellies. So I am on chapter 9, which is page 107. And I read 19 pages yesterday. So we're making steady progress. Still really enjoying this. We're at the stage now where Tom and Ming have graduated and Ming is living with Tom and his family until they can afford to get their own place. And Tom is working in a bank, I believe, and it's a very long and tiresome job and he doesn't really enjoy it as much, but he wants to do he thinks he should do that job. And his parents and Ming are like, why are you in that job if you don't even like it? Which is quite funny really. So yeah, so I'm really enjoying this and like I said, I'm just loving this book. So that's where I'm up to with this book right now. I haven't got much of an update. But yeah, that's how many pages I have read yesterday. I've not read anything today, so I'm going to do that now once I get changed out of my work clothes and I can just chill and drink my tea and carry on reading. So it's now a Wednesday, so it's been just over a week since I started filming this video, so it's time to give you guys like a reading wrap up of how much I have read over this past week. So I think I last updated you guys about on like maybe Friday, Saturday, something like that. So I'll give you a count on how many pages I've read each day and then I'll give you like a total altogether. Just so you know, I have continued reading Bellies and I have also read a little bit of Devotions by Mary Oliver. I've been making my way very slowly through this over the past like year and a half, something like that. So I have read a few pages of this and was loving it. Honestly, like I love Mary so much. I think these particular pages that I was reading, I think I read them on Sunday, was just beautiful. I was tabbing loads, I was underlining. Yeah, I really love Mary Oliver and her poetry and I have been adoring this read. So in terms of how many pages I have read, I'll go through like every day, just kind of give it a total. So Tuesday I read 18 pages, Wednesday I read 4, Thursday I read 16, Friday I read 19 pages, Saturday I read 29, Sunday 8 pages, Monday 5 pages, and then Tuesday, which was yesterday, I read 1 page. Now I'm going to have to do the maths on my phone because I can't do it. Me and maths are not besties, let me tell you that. So in total for this past week, how much I read 100 pages in total. That is probably quite average for me, I must admit. It really does vary. It varies on like the book that I'm reading and how fast, you know, how quickly I read it. And also kind of what I'm doing that week. But usually that is kind of roughly, I'd say between like the 100 to 200 page mark is like quite a good reading week for me. So I'm nearly halfway through Bellies. I think I'm on a page like 142, 143. So nearly halfway through and still really enjoying this. We're at the point now where it's been like a year since Ming and Tom have graduated from university, so we're kind of seeing their lives, and Ming is going through her transition, and we're learning just more about that and kind of how they are kind of both dealing with it. But yeah, I am really enjoying this, and like I said, I'm going to obviously continue reading it. Hopefully it won't take me too long, but I don't think I've done too bad to say that the text is quite small on this book. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to do like a realistic, like I said, be in this vlog, like a realistic how much I read in a week, because it's just nice to know, I guess, if you maybe are watching this and you are a slightly slower reader or you don't read as much, that it's okay that you don't read as much. As a slow reader myself, I don't read like hundreds of pages a week, or I read like, like 100 books in a year. That's something that I will probably never happen, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So I hope that it has kind of reminded you that there is no pressure to read lots, which may force you to put yourself in a slump or not enjoy reading anymore, which obviously is not fun. So yeah, I just hope this was a nice gentle reminder that you are allowed to read however much you want, how fast you want. There is no rush. Reading is meant to be enjoyed, it's not a sport. And yeah, it was just fun to do this vlog. I've seen a few people do these kind of videos in the past, and I think they're really fun. It's really interesting to see how much people read. So I really hoped you liked this vlog. And also let me know what you are currently reading and how many pages you have read today from when you are watching this video as well. Like I said, it's always really interesting to see how much people read. So let me know how many pages you have read today. No shame, even if you have read 0. Let me know how many pages you have read in the comments down below if you do not know what to comment. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I will leave the links to my social media along with my Goodreads in the description down below for you guys if you would like to see more bookish content that you will not find on this channel. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you again very soon. Bye guys!